2 years ago, I'm in my kitchen, heart pounding, pacing between the freezer and the front door like it's some covert operation. Every 5 seconds, I'm checking the hinges, the handle, listening for footsteps. I'm holding my laptop like contraband because I'm doing something I know I shouldn't. And if my parents catch me, it's not going to be pretty. Yeah, Asian parents, you know the energy. I can already picture the disappointed look. Not even shouting this time. Just that quiet, really face. Why the freezer? Because the laptop overheats like crazy when it renders. I didn't have a proper desktop yet. Just this old school laptop my dad bought for schoolwork. And every time I rendered a video, it would get so hot it would crash. The only hack that worked was shoving it in the freezer while it rendered. No joke. So there I am, tiptoeing, swinging open the freezer, pulling my laptop out, pretending like nothing's going on, and staring at my mom like I'd been caught stealing cookies. She's disappointed, I'm embarrassed, but I keep doing it because that's what I had to do to get the job done. Sounds dumb? It was dumb. But also, it was the start. I had started editing on a PS4, low-key grinding, making Fortnite montages, then moved to this budget Ryzen laptop, no dedicated GPU, barely ran Premiere, and every inch of progress felt like a hustle. I edited every day, ran a cycle, edit in my room, go downstairs, put the laptop in the freezer, wait, finish, publish. That routine paid off, literally. I saved up, bought my first real PC, an HP Omen 25,000, and paid part with the cash I made, part with my dad's help. Little wins. Fast forward to now, and I've got the setup I used to pin on Pinterest. I used to scroll through those dream setups like they were a different universe. RGB, dual monitors, fancy chairs, the whole 10 to 15K energy. I always thought, man, people just get this stuff handed to them. But then I dug into my old camera roll and saw the progression. A white TV with PS4, my old laptop, the laptop my dad bought, then the cheap PC, then upgrades, and finally a photo where my room actually looked like that Pinterest post I'd been obsessing over. The difference between that pinned image and what I built was small. Not because I lucked into it, but because I kept plugging away. If you're watching this and you're stuck with a weak PC, hear me out. I'm not here to drop a parts list like, buy this GPU, buy that CPU, and call it a day. That advice is useless when you ain't got thousands to throw at hardware. What I want to do instead is give you a framework. Practical, apply now stuff you can do with what you already have, plus the smartest, highest ROI upgrades to prioritize. Step 1, squeeze performance out of the gear you already own. Low cost or no cost moves matter. Turn down playback resolution in Premiere, use proxies, close background apps. Yeah, Discord and Chrome tabs are killers, and don't have unnecessary software running in the taskbar. Small improvements add up when you're editing daily, but the biggest change I found wasn't upgrading the GPU. It was fixing my storage layout. If your OS, Premiere, project files, and media are all jammed on one drive, you're bottlenecked. Separate them. One drive for OS plus apps, another for project files and media, and ideally a third drive for cache and exports. The read-write improvements are huge, like 30–40% real-world performance gains in some cases, because drives aren't contending for the same bandwidth. If you're still on a spinning HDD, switch to an SSD or NVMe as soon as you can. Yes, it costs money, but this is one of those upgrades that pays for itself fast. Spending $50, $150 on storage is far more impactful than blowing $1,000 on a GPU while your projects are still crawling because of slow I/O. Think in terms of constraints. There's this simple idea called the theory of constraints. A system performs until one bottleneck stops it, and once you clear that, another appears. Your PC will always be limited by something. RAM, storage, CPU, thermals. Don't assume it's the CPU or GPU. Open Task Manager, do a few sessions and see what hits 100% first. If RAM sits at 98–100% while you edit, buy more RAM. If fans are screaming and performance throttles, your thermal solution needs work. Add fans, replace the thermal paste, improve airflow. Fix the thing that's actually bottlenecking you first. Also understand that upgrading hardware doesn't magically make you a better editor. Buying a $3,000 workstation won't teach you better cuts, sound design, pacing, or storytelling. It just makes your current skills faster. So use what you have to level up your craft. Learn sound design. Learn pacing. Watch editing breakdowns. Swipe techniques from creators you admire. Then when you make money from that skill, reinvest in the PC that helps you scale. That's what I did. I used a trash laptop to make money, bought a 1K rig, kept doing client work, and then upgraded parts as bottlenecks showed up. Storage, RAM, cooling, instead of replacing the whole thing every time. When I finally had enough to buy an even better rig, I did it with money I earned, not credit. It felt better too. Now, a practical thing that changed my whole content game, not just editing speed, was learning how to repurpose long-form videos into consistent short clips. The grind of manually scrubbing through hours of content to find those 30 to 60-second spikes that actually go viral? That used to take ages. I had to watch, mark, cut, color, and go color, and audio fix, repeat. It ate time I could have spent improving skills or finding clients. That's where tools that automate clip hunting and scheduling actually become game-changing. There are a few platforms out there, but most are either insanely expensive, only do one thing well, or are clunky when it comes to multi-platform publishing. Some tools will auto-edit but can't schedule natively. Others schedule but don't find the viral moments for you. A couple have decent AI, but charge monthly rates that kill a small creator's profit margins. Vizard is different in a few small but important ways. It automatically finds the best moments from long videos, the parts with high engagement potential, and turns them into ready-to-post clips. That saves me hours each week. But it doesn't stop there. Vizard can auto-schedule, so you set how often you want content posted, and forget about the messy manual posting. And the content calendar? It's where everything lives. Drafts, scheduled posts, edits, cross-platform publishing, all in one place. That means less time managing logistics and more time leveling up the creative stuff that actually draws clients. I'm not saying Vizard is perfect or that you should drop everything for it. Competitors have their strengths. Some have deeper analytics. Some are great for big studios, but they often come with big price tags or a steep learning curve that isn't worth it when you're just trying to grow. Vizard balances price, automation, and ease of use in a way that fits creators who are still grinding and need leverage more than another tool to learn. Think of it like this. You could spend another month manually chopping every single long video into shorts and juggling manual uploads across TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Or you could use a tool that spots the viral bits for you, queues them up, and posts them when you want. That's time you can spend learning sound design, or networking for clients, or doing paid work to buy the next SSD. But, and this is important, no tool will replace the need to practice. You still need to master storytelling, understand your audience, and put in consistent work. Tools only amplify what you're already building. They don't manufacture raw talent. Another thing I want to say, and I mean this, stop whining about your situation and do something small today. Complaining doesn't change your specs, actions do. If you're broke, flip something. Offer a low-cost edit to a local creator or make a montage for a friend's business for cheap. Use the money to fix the actual bottleneck, maybe a 500 GB NVMe to house your projects or extra RAM. Little investments compound. There's a bigger lesson in all of this that's not even about editing. When I was a teenager, I hit a really dark patch. I had days I walked alone and felt like the weight of everything was unbearable. I won't pretend it was dramatic or special, just honest. Sometimes life gets heavy, but getting through that taught me something that still carries me. If you can survive your lowest days, the rest becomes manageable. You build resilience. Your future self will thank you for sticking it out. That's why I love the story of the freezer laptop. It's embarrassing, but it's also a badge. I look back and laugh, and I tell that story to remind myself I wasn't handed anything. I had to hack, improvise, and keep going. If you're in that grind now, it's not a curse. It's the origin story you'll tell when things click. So here's the TL.dr action plan. Optimize what you have with proxies, lower playback, and closing apps. Next, identify the real bottleneck using Task Manager. Then prioritize upgrades with the biggest ROI like SSD and NVMe, followed by RAM and cooling. Also use automation tools like Vizard to turn long content into short, post-ready clips and schedule them. Keep learning your craft. And finally, reinvest earnings into your setup when it makes sense. If you want honest help building this out, like figuring out where your constraint is or how to plug Vizard into your workflow without it feeling like another subscription, I made more content on that exact topic. Hit subscribe, check the other videos, and follow along. This whole journey isn't about getting lucky, it's about being consistent and making smart choices. Keep grinding, invest wisely, and one day you'll be the person who tells the kid in the kitchen to chill because you remember the freezer and you made it out.